Well, my dad's a drummer. So that's a bit of a lame answer, but probably my dad, I guess, because I was always a drum kit around the house. I guess I started doing it seriously when I was about 10, 11. Yeah, my dad would show me a few bits. He would give me a few little pointers and stuff. And there would have been some Nirvana probably, actually. I think Nevermind, era Nirvana, In Bloom, something like that, yeah. I had that on tape. I used to put headphones in and tape them to my head because they would fall off otherwise. I would practice to that on my dad's. My dad had this big old Ludwig drum kit. It was the one that John Bonham used to use on Led Zeppelin. It was good. No, I don't think so. I think he thinks I'm better than him now. Yeah, it's like a mutual insecurity, I think. I remember seeing Dave Lombardo playing for Fantomas. But I didn't clock he was the dude from Slayer, so I kind of got really into him because I think he's Cuban and there's kind of a Latin thing to some of his drumming. I think his dad was a percussion player as well. But then obviously he's this madly powerful metal drummer, but then he's got a lot of groovy and more laid back stuff on the Tomahawk album and the Fantomas stuff as well. But yeah, I think Dave Lombardo was a big influence. Not that my playing style is anything like his, but just in terms of the breadth and width of output that he did. Average? I don't know, quite groove oriented. Yeah, big fan of, as I said, Dave Lombardo, but also I guess like Abe from Deftones is always a huge influence. And a lot of like Frank Zappa and Parliament's drummers, guys like Chester Thompson and stuff, and that's all quite groove based. I'm a huge fan of John Stanier from Helmet and from Battles, and that he's a massive hip hop fan, so I think there's a lot of kind of groove based stuff in there, lots of kind of beats. Yeah, so and that's maybe where I take a bit of inspiration from, I guess. When we rehearse, I try and come in a little bit before everyone else to set up and then sort of make sure everything's sounding good and have a little run through things, but if I'm honest, like I've got my drum kit at home, but I can't really set it up because it's not big enough and my neighbours might have me killed. But no, I guess it's pre-rehearsal times really. It's mainly just playing with the other guys is how I develop stuff. We did a show with Horror, and they've got a kid playing drums for them called Brandon. Sorry, Brandon, I don't know your name. He's a fucking incredible drummer. He's done some stuff with Suicidal Tendencies, with like Danzig and like Black Flag. He's just an amazing, like very, very powerful kind of metal hardcore drummer, but seeing him in the context of the horror stuff, which is obviously quite groove oriented and lots of that kind of slow, like crunchy, like trap style stuff, but seeing him do that was amazing actually. I'm a big fan of his playing. And then them as a band actually, like Unreal live band. We've got a song called Just Like You, and we've got a new song, that's a new song as well. We got a tune called World Stand Still. It's really good fun to play live. Nice kind of groove to both those songs. There's a slightly hardcore feel to it with a kind of classic rock thing. That's really fun to play. But it's all quite fun to play actually. It's all quite easy, so there's lots of room to do stupid shit. I was nearly sick on stage once, so that didn't happen. That would probably have been the worst. I hit really hard, I guess, so this shit is constantly moving around. Like I can tape it down, fucking tie it down, have people literally coming on to prop things up halfway through, but there's always shit moving around, and just sometimes there's a perfect storm of stuff. So my hi-hat will end up like over here, and this cymbal will end up on the floor over here, and then like that's just, you end up like, yeah, that sucks. But that happens quite regularly, to be honest. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, nothing that exciting. Obviously when you get to a certain level as a musician, as a band, as an artist, you like to customize some things because you develop your own unique way of playing, your unique sound. My sticks, I have them made in Switzerland by a guy who was a carpenter by trade, but he's also he's quite philosophical, and we worked together for quite a few years developing these sticks. I don't know if you want to get some close-ups here. This is what I use with my left hand. There's just something about the weight of it. It slaps back really, really nicely, and it's that perfect shape. And it smells undeniably like wood. And then this one here I use in my right hand. It just has that oaky feel to it, and you cut yourself occasionally, but that really adds an intensity to the performance. This is the puppy seal that I designed for the cover of our album, The Goat. I snuck in Natal, sorted me out with this drum kit here. Yeah, I like to think it's bringing us some good omens, maybe some bad omens as well. Maybe The Omen on DVD. And a lot of people obviously ask us how we get that unique sound on the album. Obviously there's a lot of tricks of the trade, a lot of witchcraft you can do in the studio. But what I find works really well is we just record everything into this. We had this custom made by the same guy that does my sticks, actually. 50 grand, Ian? 50 grand, yes. Most of the album budget went onto this. It's all analog. You know, you can't put a price on that, really. What the fans seem to really respond to are these bells that I use. These are ice bells. These are actually custom made by Tibetan monks. They use quite a lot in healing practices, which you can hear. And these are worth their weight in gold. And they're made out of gold as well. I'd never go anywhere without them. Thanks guys for tuning in.